Hi guys, my name is Esther. I'm a registered nurse and I also love to cook, so I'm a chef as well. I currently live in the UK. I relocated to United Kingdom over 21 years ago. So back in Nigeria, I worked as a nurse for over 10 years. I graduated in 1993. And of course, I've done a lot of more courses as a nurse. So, I worked in Benin, relocated to Lagos in 1990, and then I got a job in 1996 I relocated to Lagos, and I got a job straight away. The same day I arrived in Lagos, I found a job in a Guardian newspapers. So, I applied for the job. The next day I went. It was quite far away in Apapa, and yet I was shortlisted and went for the interview, and then I was offered the job. Along the line, I left the job because it was a bit far away and I wanted somewhere closer home. So then I got a job in Ojota, close to Ojodu, my hospital. There was a ward sister who was also majoring as a matron, and I was the junior sister in the hospital. We had a branch in Lagos, inside of Ikeja and Ojodu. So they have branches in so many places. I think one more in Apapa. So most of the time we used to go over to the other side and go and work for like 1 week and then come back to the main hospital. And then the ward sister, who was also majoring as a matron, got pregnant. And this is her first child. She was married for more than 10 years. She couldn't get pregnant. And then she got pregnant. Of course, she didn't want to stress, herself. So she decided to resign. And then the management asked me to become the acting matron and the ward sister. So I became the ward sister and acting matron. But the task was too much for me. So I decided, to ask the management to get another person who is already working as a matron, that has experience, to come and, take over, at least to support me so that the workload will not be too much. Preparing rota for everyone and taking care of all the doctors and everything, needs, patients, their families, preparing bills and all. It was really hard. But it wasn't like I wasn't enjoying it. The pay was good. And then my management didn't want a matron. They said, "Oh, Esther, you're very good. Stay there." But I said, "No, I need a matron." And then they brought the matron. Little did I know that I used my hand to bring a devil. And then this woman came. She saw the way that I was working, the way that I was doing my stuff. She saw that I'm a very meticulous person. And then she started trying to cause trouble between me and her. And then she noticed that the board of management, they always complimented me whenever they came around, whenever there was a meeting. They were always happy. I always got tips and everything. And then one day, this matron lied against me. Unknowingly, I went to work. I was just, on my desk in the office created for me. Boom. One of the board of trustee members came with the chief executive. They came and they called me. And guess what? Boom. They gave me a sack letter. And then they said, "Esther, we don't know what you have done, but the director's wife said I have to go. And she is also a medical doctor. And they own the hospital together and said you have to go. That if you are not going, she will never come into the hospital." I said, "What did I ever do wrong?" I used to always support this woman and her kids. Whenever she's running late, because she was working in the government hospital as well. Whenever she's running late, she leaves the kids with me. She picks them up, drops them, and then she goes back. And I take care of them until she gets back. Even doing overtime. But to cut the long story short, I said, okay, that's fine. They paid me my salary for 2 months, and I left. I cried. I was so sad. But little did I know that God wanted me to do something else. And that's why I'm sharing this story today. So I sat down. I was a worker in church in Christ Embassy. And we used to always decorate the church, clean the church, you know, like, and Christ Embassy headquarters, working directly under Pastor Chris Oyakilome. And then we had this thing that came on. My friend was like, Esther, do you want to attend this program? It's free. And I said, really? She said, yes, free. She said, oh, there's an Indian woman that want to teach us, that want to teach new skills. I was like, new skills in decorations and, you know, event management. I said, whoa, is it free? They said, yes. Of course, by this time, I've lost my job for like 3 months. Nothing forthcoming, 2 months salary. I've sent money to my parents. I had nothing more left. So I said, you know what? I'm going to attend this event. And the event lasted for 2 days, Friday and Saturday. I learned these new skills on how to decorate, balloon decorations, fabric decorations, flower decorations, fresh and artificial flower decorations, event management. Of course, I'm a very good cook. I already know how to cook. So cooking was nothing for me because I already knew how to do event management because my mom used to do that, you know. So I was like, okay, at least now with this added skill to the skills I already have, I might not even need to go back to work as a nurse anymore if I can get a lot of clients. And that's how I jumped on this offer and I went to learn this new skill. You know, wedding hall decorations, party decorations, birthday decorations, and thereabouts. So by that 1998, I lost my job at August. And by November, I already learned this thing. God brought it my way. And if I was working like I was working, I wouldn't have had the time to go and learn this new skill. And so from January 1999, I already started getting customers, clients, going to decorate wedding halls for people and getting, you know, my extra cash in hand. But being a nurse is my passion. And I wanted to go back to nursing. But I applied to different hospitals. No job was forthcoming. But I tell you what, that this skill that I learned helped me, sustained me, that I was able to feed myself, able to take care of myself and do other stuff, be able to support my parents before God eventually blessed me with another job. I got a job in 1999, April. And I still continue to do my decorations on weekends and making my money. So that's why I want to encourage someone today. This morning I talked about how important education is, because education is essential. It will take you out of poverty. It will take you out of hardship because it will give you knowledge, understanding, open your eyes to so many potentials that will help you to be able to achieve your dreams in life. If I wasn't educated, growing up, my mother didn't have understanding of education for a girl, but I pushed myself. I said I must be educated. And today, everyone is proud of me. A lot of people see me and they will think that, oh, I came from a family where there was so much. No. I came from a family where, yes, at the early stage of my life, I was born in Ghana. So at the early stage of my life, Dad was doing well, things were going fine. But when we relocated to Nigeria, my father lost his job. Life took a twist. So you don't know what tomorrow is. You don't know what tomorrow holds. So don't just sit down and say, okay, I'm contented with this job that I'm currently doing. I'm okay, I'm comfortable where I am. No. Don't be comfortable in one place. Don't be comfortable in one place. Learn a new skill. If you're not educated, there are adult education. Go and learn. Go to adult education. Do it weekends or in the evenings and educate yourself. And it will surely help you. And doing these skills, you can learn different kinds of skills. There are so many things you can learn. You can learn how to bake. You can learn how to cook if you don't know how to cook. You can learn how to do event management, wedding hall decorations, party decorations, even if it's just the balloon decorations alone that that you can do. Learn that and then get partners, get someone else who does the fabric decorations and floral decorations. And then you become partners and you'll be making your money together. So don't just sit down there and say, oh, I'm not educated. I have no one to send me to school. No. try your hands on so many things. Go to YouTube, Facebook there, TikTok, Instagram. There are so many apps where you can find skills to do. You can do online skills, or you can just go to a workshop and learn a new skill. And life is not going to be hard for you anymore. As I am today in the UK, being a nurse, many times I cook for parties on weekends. I cook for people on weekends. And I cook for families. They just contact me to cook for them. And they pay me a lot of money for it. I make my profit. There are times in this UK where job was kind of tough, you know, and I was getting my money from cooking for people. So sometimes I decide to take a break. So don't give any excuse. Don't sit down and say, no, I can't do it. Stop giving excuses. It's time to take action. It's time to take action, guys. It's time to take action.